I'd go as far as to say this is the single best match of Paragon I have played to date. There were deaths exchanged back and forth. There were towers exchanged back and forth. There was ore prime steals, base rushes, and crazy defensive saves. I was literally on the edge of my seat, about to fall out of my chair almost the entirety of this match. But the last 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes can only be described as pure bliss. It's the type of game that you need when you're playing a competitive multiplayer game. You yearn for this in multiplayer games, and then when you get it, when you get that feeling, that adrenaline pumping, you try to get it again and again and again. You will play hundreds of matches to have that one feel like this. It's an incredible feeling. It was one of those matches, y'all. For those of you that have had one of those matches, you know what I'm talking about. The kind where you have some sweat on your forehead and you have to dry off your palms a little bit afterwards. Yeah, it was one of those matches, y'all. Now, we're not going to do the entire match, but if you guys want to watch it, I've uploaded it on the Amazing MLG channel. We're picking up about 22 minutes in, and we're going to cut through some clips. They've just taken our tier 1 mid tower. We're now lost all of our tier 1 towers, but things are about to turn around. We just got a kill on Countess there. Pop my ultimate, crash bang boom, and now we are on the offensive here. You guys see we have Kwong over there flanking, killed the howitzer. Now we have a 4v2 in mid. I'm gonna focus on that carry, miss my thunk, unfortunately. Got Rampage there. He hits Murdoch. Murdoch is out, and we're putting the pressure over there on that Richter. He pulls our Murdoch. Again, great plays on their part. Ends up killing our Murdoch from that pool, but at this point we have 3 down, and I want to keep putting the pressure on here. So we're pushing mid. You see Chimera on the enemy team is there, and he's playing a little too aggressive right here. So he jumps in, unfortunately. I hit him with the thunk. Kwong finishes him up there, and now we are pushing their tier 1. They still have 3 down that we killed previously, plus the Chimera, so there's 4 down in total, and we just took their tier 1, and we're going to continue that push, and we're going to go for their tier 2 here. And this is the type of back and forth battle, slugfest I'm talking about with this match. So we go in on the tier 2. You guys see we are slowly whittling it down. The Countess is coming in. She's targeting our Rampage, but it's too late. It's all she wrote for that tier 2. We're going to get that and get on out. This is a critical moment in the game. Another big momentum shift. That howitzer on the enemy team just stole Orb Prime. They had 3 dead, which we only would have had 1. And they ended up stealing Prime. That moment was pivotal because it led to the loss of our tier 2 tower, but they got a little greedy. The momentum was on their side. They pushed for our inhib, and they went all in on the inhib, and they did take it down, as you guys see. We killed 1, and they have 2 more hurt here, so the Chimera hops in. I get the thunk on the Chimera. He's going down. Kwong takes him out. Now we're looking at Howitzer. Howitzer tries to get away. Make sure I cut him off and get in front of him. He's down, and now we have 4 up, and they have 3 down. And we're going to push straight down mid. Now this particular push was pivotal because we went all the way down on their side and ended up taking their inhib. So we traded inhibs off of that one push. We were able to get down there fast enough before the super minions were able to come out. And that was the key moment for making this evened up once again. After swinging the game back in our favor, we took their inhib mid lane. Then we go back to Orb Prime. We took Orb Prime. Unfortunately, we had a failed core rush attempt. It was a 3-man core rush attempt. They defended it successfully. We lost 2 people out of that, and then they pushed 3 down our lane. And you can see that Gideon and I are getting ready to basically just defend all we can. We have Countess coming in. Gideon gets knocked out of his ultimate on our team, so I initiate Crash Bang Boom on Countess, my primary target there. So I want to take her out as quickly as possible. She'd be the first one to drop. Got her out, and then Howitzer does his Make It Rain on us. End up hitting him with the thunk when he lands. He gets taken out, and we save it. And at this point, I'm like, oh gosh, we got to make some plays happen. Or Prime is about to come up, guys, and we're going to have the showdown. In this transition period from them dying, Or Prime comes back up. We take Or Prime. They're on the respawn, and then basically it becomes a base race. We warded up before we went for Prime, and then once we saw they were on the respawn and going for our core, 4 of us backed, and the Kwang goes for the victory. And the ensuing drama that unfolds is what I like to call the final showdown. Get the thunk off on Countess, and I initiate Crash Bang Boom. You guys see who I'm targeting. I want that Murdoch out of there. I don't want any range shots going in. Got another thunk on him. He's out. We're at 10% here. The howitzer is doing all he can. And we take him out. 2% on our core. And then his explosion hits it. And I was like, oh no, we lost the game. And then we saw victory on the screen. I was like, we won! Kwang won it. Oh my god. I was going nuts, guys. I was going nuts. I finished this game with 8 kills, 5 deaths, 24 assists. I was all over the place. This was a fantastic game. Super fun. Hope you guys enjoyed today's commentary. And until the next time, I will catch you all later. Stay frosty.